Welcome to our executive interview series at the UiPath on Tour Public Sector Conference presented by FedScoop. I'm Wyatt Cash, and I'm here with Commander Jonathan White, Branch Chief for Cloud Data and AI at the U.S. Coast Guard. Jonathan, thank you so much for joining us.
Good afternoon.
First, would you share some specific examples, if you would, of where AI and automation have significantly impacted the U.S. Coast Guard's mission, and what were the key factors that contributed to their success?
Yeah, so we embarked on our AI and automation journey about 2.5 years ago. We took our initial project from our Research and Development Center, and I stood up and I said, look, let's make this an actual program where we can deliver value for the rest of the Coast Guard. We focused in very initially with finance and with our workforce teams. So at that time, the Commandant was messaging a lot of workforce challenges that we were having with retention and recruiting. So we partnered with our Office of Data and Analytics and our CG8 finance team to really drive a lot of automation in those pain point areas. So specifically in our finance division, we just had a new financial system that was deployed, and people were still learning it and trying to get that to work for them. We immediately deployed bots with some very strong governance in order to automate actions that may have been a little easier with the previous system or to comply with new audit requirements. So we built those bots in order to do that very effectively. And then on the workforce side, we actually built some bots to do some cost avoidance. So we were paying for contractors to come in to actually transcribe data from one system to another system. We immediately automated that aspect, and then we went after a lot of the building of documents that get released every year. So for example, our promotions lists, our assignment list, we were able to automate and make that process much more resilient and also prevent mistakes. And that was a huge win for us initially. And since then, we've expanded out to over 10 different customers. We have 62 bots in deployment right now and 300 instances of those bots across the Coast Guard.
Those are some great examples, thank you. And then for government agencies that are just starting to explore AI and automation, what advice would you give them about ensuring a smooth and effective implementation?
So start small, find the champions within your organization. So as we've discussed in this conference today, there are a lot of innovators out there who may not have the tools in order to do the actions that they know are necessary for them to achieve their mission. So what we've been doing is finding those champions and giving them the tools and giving them the empowerment for them to take their idea to the next level, to actually implement those automations, to implement those interesting things that were in the past you would have to hire a team of developers and it would take years to realize benefit. We can do that in a matter of a week with a strong development back-end team, the customer right there in front of us, and we bridge that use case and development divide. That's the power that we bring at the beginning of this journey. Since we've been doing that, we realized that we need to kind of scale back a little bit. We can't do that for everybody in the organization. It becomes too much. So what we're building in right now is a good governance council where we can take our security teams, we can take our development teams, and we can take our use case and operational requirements, right? We can take all those people, put them in a room, and then prioritize the work and deliver the capabilities to the right parts of the organization, empower them to actually build their own bots. So right now we're in this sort of push-out phase where we've championed the program, we've obviously demonstrated the capabilities, and now we're delivering it to the rest of the organization for them to take it the rest of the way.
Well, Commander Jonathan White, thank you so much for taking a few minutes to join us here at the UiPath on Tour Public Sector Summit or Conference, and just sharing some of your insights with us.
You're very welcome, thank you.